Let's look at SINE rule grade 11. We are given a question here which says, number one, prove that DC is equals to a sin x all over sin x plus y, and then also we are given proof that AD it's b sin x over sin x plus y. All right, so now what you want to do in this case, they didn't say anything about these triangles being right angle triangle. So if you have a look at this one, I'm going to just try to mark it down to triangle number 1 and 2. So this is triangle number 1, this is triangle number 2. If you have a look at this triangle, you do have an angle here at A, you do have an angle here at B. So now sum of angles in a triangle should be able to give us this angle here, which is going to give us 180 minus y plus x. All right, so we know this directly. So therefore, where D is sitting right now, if we were to, we can be able to calculate this angle right here. All right, so I'm gonna try to mark it with a different color so that we can be able to understand what we're talking about. All right, so what I'm saying here is that if we know this triangle here, we should be able to get this one here in blue. So this one here in blue, we are going to get it by saying angles on a straight line. We have got angles on a straight line here. As you can see, guys, we've got angles on a straight line. So angles on a straight line, they're equal to 180. So therefore, in this case, what I would say is that a triangle DC, it's equal to sum of angles in the triangle, which is 180 minus this angle here of D, the one on the other side, which it was given to us by 180 minus y plus x in bracket, therefore close bracket. Therefore, what we would do here now, we would remove the bracket by multiplying throughout with a negative 180. Negative times negative will give us positive. Therefore, what is in the bracket will just remain as it is. Therefore, 180 and 180 would cancel out, which ultimately gives us triangle B, or triangle D rather, as a y plus x. So therefore, this angle here of D will just be y plus x. All right, is there a need for us to find C? There's no need for us to find C. I think now we can go ahead and find number 1. As you can see, guys, here we just used simple Euclidean geometry without any addition whatsoever, just following the basics. All right, okay. You do remember this one, guys. If you don't remember angles on a straight line, I'm referring to something like this. If you have an angle there, you should be able to get this one because the sum of this angle gives us 180. All right, okay, I think we are good now. So now let's come here on this triangle. They said we must find DC, so we're going to say DC is going to be all over if we're using SINE rule. So DC is this side opposite this angle, there's DC there, so it's going to be over sin x is equal to, okay, now we have got A there, it's opposite this angle here, which is D, so we're going to say what? A all over sine angle D, which is what? Which is y plus x. All right, so now, guys, you might be asking yourself, if you want to write the formula, you can write the formula, but I can put it up here. But basically what I did here, I said DC is going to be equals to over sine B, which is this B on the other side, it's equal to and then side what? BC all over sine angle D. All right, this is on what? This is on triangle number 2. That's where we're working from. We're working from triangle number 2. All right, so let's go ahead we can make a DC subject to the formula. Now DC is equals to a sine x when we cross multiply all over sine y plus x. All right, so basically what we did here, I just cross multiplied and make DC subject of the formula, and that's how you would deal with a question like this one. Now let's move on and let's go and find side what AD rather. All right, okay, now let's go at it at a different color here. All right, number two, they said we must find AD, which is this side here. So now AD, what we would do here, we're going to say what? We're going to say AD all over, which angle? It's opposite this angle here. So it's going to be sine x is equals to, and then what else here? What else here? We're going to say, okay, which side? We're going to say side B here. Okay, side B is going to say B all over sine, which is what is the angle there? The angle there is going to be sine 180 minus y plus x, close bracket. There you go. All right, so now this one here you can simplify further. If you go and check on your formula sheet, guys, you will see there's double angles of saying if you have an angle like this, which is sine, if you have got 180 minus angle A plus B, this ultimately just simplifies to sine A plus B. All right, so if you ever have a situation like this, guys, please make sure that you know how to simplify it. If it's 180 minus or plus something, it will just ultimately add up to A plus B. Especially when it comes to sine rule, guys, you will never have anything else. It will always be 180 minus. So please just know that it will just ultimately simplify to those two angles being added together without the 180. All right, so therefore now this will just give us AD is equals to all over sine x, which is equals to B all over sine sine y plus x. All right, so therefore when you make AD subject to the formula, in this case AD will just be equal to B sine x all over sine y plus x. And that's how you would deal with a question like this one. Guys, please let me know what you think. If you've got any questions, please leave them on the comment section below. I am Gaston Mafala. Let me see you on the next upload.